Students, will discuss another topic of the chapter motion, that is the uniform and the non-uniform motion. If a body is moving, covering suppose 10 meter in 5 seconds, and in next 5 seconds again body covers 10 meter, it means in after every interval of time, equal interval of time, the body covers equal distance. Okay, that is in every 5 seconds, if the body covers exactly 10 meter, it means the body is moving with a same speed. Okay, so this is known as its motion is constant. So that type of motion is called the uniform motion. Uniform motion means uniform means body covers equal distance. The body travels equal distance in equal interval of time. Okay, but if body travels equal distance in equal interval of time, then it is called the uniform motion. And if it is not so, that is body travels unequal distance in equal interval of time. Okay, body travels unequal distance in equal interval of time, then it is called the non-uniform motion. Okay, or you can say travels equal distance in unequal interval of time, means in this case the graph is like this straight line graph. Okay, distance and time, it is the straight line graph, and here the graph is not straight. Okay, it is curved like this. So this is called the uniform and non-uniform motion. Okay, body is covering unequal distance, different distances in the same interval time. In that case, in every 5 seconds, the body is not covering the 10 meter. Sometime it is 8 meter, sometime it is 7 meter, sometime it is 12 meter. Okay, so it is changing. It is not constant. So I think it is clear, uniform and the non-uniform motion. Now on the basis of the knowledge of the uniform and non-uniform, we can discuss what is the speed. Speed means when a body is moving constantly, okay, covering a distance. So total distance covered by the body in a given interval of time. So if you divide the total distance by the total time, it is called the average. It is called the average speed. It is called the average speed. See the example. Suppose you are moving to a certain distance. Suppose by car you are going to the Kanpur. It is 90 kilometer. So you are covering the 90 kilometer, and suppose you are taking the 2 hours time you have taken, then your average speed is 90 upon 2 total distance upon total time. It is the 45 kilometer per hour. But is it true? Because you are not moving there with the same speed. Sometimes your speed becomes 0 at the crossing, or sometimes you are very fast at the highway. Sometimes in a rushy road, where the crowded road, your speed is almost 10. So this is not the speed with which you are going. Actually, this is the average speed. Average, that is the total distance upon total time. So this is the distance upon time, that is the average. And what is the speed? Speed means, simply you can say the distance upon time. Okay, distance upon time is called the speed. It may be instantaneous also. Suppose you are covering, see the example, suppose in 5 seconds you are covering the 10 meter. So your speed is here, v is equal to, you can say 10 upon 5, that is the 2 meter per second is your speed. You are moving. Sometimes it may be changed also, but here at this time its speed is only the 2 meter per second. So this is the average speed and the speed. And if this speed, because speed doesn't depend distance, it is equal to the distance upon time, and distance is a physical quantity which does not depend on the time, which does not depend on the direction. It does not, no. So distance doesn't depend on the direction. Time also does not depend on the direction. So that's why speed is a physical quantity which does not depend on the direction. Okay, so it does not depend on the direction. Now come to the, if it depends on the direction, if we say the speed with direction, if we say speed with direction, which is the next topic in your book, speed of direction, it is equal to the velocity. It is called the velocity because velocity is always in a particular direction. So this speed is the distance. If you add distance with direction upon time, and you know very well distance when expressed in with direction, it is called the velocity. It is called the displacement. It is called the displacement. So it is called the displacement. So displacement upon time is called the velocity. Okay, so speed with direction means velocity, and because speed is equal to, you know, speed is equal to distance plus direction, then it will become the displacement upon time. So the formula of the speed is formula of velocity is the displacement. Simply you can say displacement upon time. Okay, this is the velocity. And if you wish to find the average velocity means the average of displacement, So displacement, you know, where it may be zero, sometimes it is positive, sometimes it is negative. Okay, and the average velocity means the final velocity plus initial velocity divided by 2. That is the final velocity v, initial velocity u. So v plus u is equal to the average. Means sometimes you are moving with 60 km per hour, sometimes you are moving with 40 km per second. So just add the both speed and divide it 2. That is the average, simple algebra. Okay, so this is the average speed. So you should know the difference between the average speed and the average velocity. Clear? Now see the some questions, and some questions in this question we can take a very important topic which you should know. The first question, it is given the distinguish between the speed and the velocity. Okay, let's distinguish. It is the speed, it is the velocity. Okay, so what I explained, speed means it is the distance upon time. Okay, that is the distance. You can say the distance per unit time is called the speed. And here the velocity means the displacement upon time. Okay, that is the displacement per unit time. Okay, this is the first point. Second point, you can say speed doesn't depend on the direction. Okay, it does not depend on direction. Okay, but it depends on the direction. Okay, it depends on the direction. Units are same, that is the meter per second. It is also meter per second. Okay, so unit, SI unit is meter per second, and it's also SI unit is meter per second. Okay, so this is the case. This is the distinguish between these two. Now come to the question number 2, block question. Under conditions is the magnitude of average velocity of an object equal to its average speed. Okay, so in which condition? Just try to think. It is the straight line. When an object moves on a straight line path, then the average speed is equal to the average speed. Then average velocity equals to average speed. Okay, both will be equal. Now come to the question number 3 of this block question. What does the odometer? Odometer, just students see in every vehicle we see the distance in kilometer. Okay, so this meter is called the odometer. Okay, it is the odometer. So odometer measures distance. Okay, this is the device. Clear? Now see the 4th question in your book. What does the path of an object look like when it is uniform motion? So in uniform motion, the path is straight line always. Okay, uniform motion, straight line path always. Okay, equal like this. And see the last question. During an experiment, a signal from this. Okay, if you read this question, you see speed is given here in this question. Speed is given, it is 3 into 10 to power 8 meter per second. Clear? And time is also given. Time is given here 5 minutes. So 5 minutes means 5 into 60 seconds. Okay, second. So it is 300 seconds. Time is given. And you know, you have to find the distance, na? So distance is equal to speed into time. I think you know. So speed is here 3 into 10 to power 8, and the time it is given 300. So 3 3s are 9. So 900 into 10 to power 8, or you can write 9 into 10 to power 2 zeros are here, 8 is here, to 10 to power 10 meter. This is the question number 5 given in the block. So after this topic, we'll discuss in next video about the acceleration and the graphs. Thank you.